Hey everyone, I am Aptison Silvera and you're watching My Vision classes. Today we are going to study the first chapter of biology in CERT syllabus 12th standard, that is reproduction in organisms, and the subtopic is asexual reproduction. So let's begin with a motivational quote. Success is no accident, it is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing and learning to do. Today's topic, asexual reproduction. So what do you mean by asexual or asexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction. Here A stands for without. So can we say reproduction without sexual activity? Yes. So the offsprings or the young ones or the new generations produced by a single parent without the involvement of gamete formation. So gamete means sex cells, reproductive cells, or you can say germ cells. So without the formation of gamete, when a single parent produces the young ones, such a reproduction is called as asexual reproduction. यहाँ पे एक सिंगल पेरेंट बिना किसी सेक्सुअल एक्टिविटी के या बिना किसी गैमेट फॉर्मेशन के एक ऑफस्प्रिंग या फिर यंग वन को प्रोड्यूस करता है, ऐसे रिप्रोडक्शन को हम असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन कहते हैं. द ऑफस्प्रिंग्स प्रोड्यूस्ड आर नॉट ओनली आइडेंटिकल बट एग्जैक्ट कॉपी ऑफ देयर पेरेंट्स, विच मीन्स यहाँ पे जो सिंगल पेरेंट्स से जो ऑफस्प्रिंग्स प्रोड्यूस हुए हैं वो पुराने जमाने के जेरोक्स कॉपी या फिर फोटो कॉपी की तरह नहीं है. ये नए जमाने के कंप्यूटर प्रिंट्स हैं जहां पर कोई मिस्टेक नहीं, डिक्टो सेम टू सेम अपने पेरेंट्स को रिजेंबल करते हैं. तो ऐसे ऑफस्प्रिंग्स को हम क्या कहते हैं? ऐसे ऑफस्प्रिंग्स को हम कहते हैं क्लोन्स. क्लोन्स का मतलब ये जो इंडिविजुअल्स जेनेटिकली एंड मॉर्फोलॉजिकली सिमिलर हो या आइडेंटिकल हो, ऐसे इंडिविजुअल्स को हम कहते हैं क्लोन्स. प्लीज रिमेंबर द डेफिनेशन ऑफ क्लोन्स because this is asked in the exams many times. So we will move on to the next slide. Points to remember or characteristics of asexual reproduction. First point is usually takes place in simpler organisms. Simpler organisms means amoeba, euglena, paramecium, chlamydomonas, hydra, penicillium, sponge, and there are many more. Okay, so involvement of single parent. We have studied in the definition itself that only single parent is involved in asexual reproduction. Next one is no gametes formation. Here there are no sex cells involved, hence no gametes formation. No gametes formation, hence there will be no fertilization, because fertilization is nothing but it is the fusion of male and female gametes like sperm and ovum respectively to form zygote. So no fertilization takes place here. Fertilization we can find in sexual reproduction. Next is parent cell divides into two identical daughter cells. That is nothing but mitotic cell division. So mitotic cell division we can find in asexual reproduction. Next is offsprings produced are clones, that is genetically and morphologically identical. In the class Monera protista, the parent cell divides into two and gives rise to the new individuals. In this organism, cell division is itself the mode of reproduction. So here the cell division only is the mode of reproduction. We'll go to the next slide. Types of asexual reproduction. First one is binary fission, and example is amoeba. Budding we have example of eastern hydra. Fragmentation, Spirogyra. Regeneration we will study about planaria and hydra. Spore formation we are studying about chlamydomonas. Vegetative propagation, example is water hyacinth, that is terror of Bengal. First one is binary fission. A cell divides into two halves and rapidly grows into an adult. Example is amoeba, paramecium, bacteria and planarians. What happens here is, this you have studied in your previous class as well. This is a parent cell which divides its nucleus and the cytoplasm and forms two daughter cells, and these daughter cells are identical to the parent cell. A parent cell एग्जैक्टली दो इक्वल हाफ्स में डिवाइड होता है. इनका जेनेटिक एंड मॉर्फोलॉजिकल कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स सेम ही रहते हैं, सेम दे रिजेंबल टू द पेरेंट सेल ओनली. वी विल मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. बडिंग. Small birds are produced that remain attached initially with the parents and get separated on maturation. An example for this is yeast and hydra. Here you can see the buds. Okay, in hydra here you can see, and in yeast you can see here. So these buds are formed because of the repeated cell division at specific point. यहाँ पर रिपीटेड सेल डिवीजन होता है जिसकी वजह से ये बर्ड फॉर्म होता है. सो इनिशियली दे आर अटैच्ड टू द पेरेंट, टू द मैच्योर पेरेंट. यू कैन सी हियर. ओके, दे आर अटैच्ड टू द पेरेंट सेल. सो व्हेन दिस बर्ड्स गेट फुल्ली मैच्योर्ड Okay, when the organelles are fully developed in this, they detach from the parent and forms a new individual. That is fully matured, new independent individual they become. This is the parent cell of yeast. This is the outer membrane, this is the vacuole and the nucleus. This nucleus splits, okay, but it is attached to the parent cell itself. Unless and until it is fully matured, it will not detach from the parent. Once it is fully matured, then what happens? The bud detaches from the parent cell and gets transformed into a new individual. Okay, we'll move to the next slide. Fragmentation. Fragmentation occurs by breaking of parent body into two or more parts, and each part grows to form new independent individual. Here you can see the picture of Spirogyra. This parent Spirogyra, it breaks into two or more parts. You can see here two or more parts. Then these parts grow into the new individual. So the new individual or the new young ones which are formed, they are genetically and morphologically identical to the parent one. Okay. So you can see here the similarity. They are very similar or identical to the parent Spirogyra. Okay, then we'll move on to the next slide. Regeneration. Missing part of organism is repaired by the proliferation of cells. An example is Hydra, Planarian, Spongious, starfish, etc. So what is the meaning of proliferation of cells? See, it is a process in which the number of cells increases. When there is cell loss due to the cell death, that time this cell proliferation comes in picture. That is, it increases the number of cells. You can see a picture of planaria. Here the body is cut into two. Here the basal part is missing and here the apical part is missing. What happens? This part forms the new basal part and this forms a new apical part. So it happens due to the cell division or increase of the number of cells, and hence the definition. Missing part of the organism is repaired by the proliferation of cells. And same happens in the starfish and hydra. In starfish, one arm of the starfish is missing. This part forms a new individual and the arm part forms a new individual. So two new individuals are formed. And in hydra also the same thing. We'll move on to the next one, that is spore formation. Here we will study two types of spore formation. One is algal spore and other one is fungal spore. Algal spore in Chlamydomonas and fungal spore in Penicillium. The main difference between the two spores are these algal spores are motile in nature. They have flagella which helps them in the movement. For example, Chlamydomonas. Okay, and the fungal spores are non-motile. Example, Penicillium. Now, what is the meaning of motile? Motile means movement, whereas non-motile means they are still, there is no movement. Okay, we'll discuss about Chlamydomonas. They have a bag-like structure, that is zoosporangium. Okay, here the parent cell stores all the spores into the bag. Once the spores mature or they grow properly, the bag will burst open and the spores are released. And when the spores are released, each spore will form into new matured individual. You can see here the new spores formed, they resemble to the parents. Whereas in Penicillium, which is non-motile, this is non-motile meaning still, which cannot move. They produce a structure called as conidia. When the wind blows, the spores on the Penicillium falls and attach itself to the substratum, and then they grow individually. But there is no movement in the spores, as you can see in the algal form, that is Chlamydomonas. Please note down the points when I am explaining because some points are not written on the slides. Now we will move on to the next, that is vegetative propagation. Any parts of the plant like leaves, buds, roots, stems which helps in reproduction. Such parts are called as vegetative parts of the plant. These are asexual parts of the plant, whereas flowers and seeds are sexual parts of the plant. So excluding seed and flowers, whichever parts of the plant help in reproduction, such reproduction is called as vegetative propagation. That is It is the formation of new plants from the vegetative parts naturally, like stem, roots, leaf. For example is aquatic plant, that is water hyacinth, and it is also called as the terror of Bengal. This is very important, guys. Please अंडरस्टैंड द कंसेप्ट. सीड्स और फ्लावर को छोड़कर जो भी प्लांट का पार्ट रिप्रोडक्शन में हेल्प करे, ऐसे रिप्रोडक्शन को हम वेजिटेटिव प्रोपोगेशन कहते हैं. और इट इज़ अ फॉर्म ऑफ असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन कॉज ओनली असेक्सुअल पार्ट्स ऑफ प्लांट्स आर यूज्ड और इन्वॉल्व इन द रिप्रोडक्शन, and the young ones formed are genetically and morphologically आइडेंटिकल टू द पेरेंट. इसका एग्जाम्पल हमने लिया है वाटर हायासिंथ को, और इसको टेरर ऑफ बंगाल कहते हैं. इसका रीज़न ये है, इसकी ग्रोथ रेट बहुत ज़्यादा है और स्प्रेड भी बहुत जल्दी करता है. दैट इज इट ग्रोज एंड स्प्रेड्स वेरी फास्ट ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ द वाटर बॉडी. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पर पिक्चर में कि उसकी ग्रोथ कितनी फास्ट है और कितनी ज़्यादा है, जिसकी वजह से जो लाइट पेनिट्रेशन होना चाहिए वो नहीं हो पाता है, जिसकी वजह से ऑक्सीजन की कमी हो जाती है. दैट इज इट विल इंक्रीज द ऑक्सीजन डिमांड, therefore there will be the decrease in oxygen to the aquatic animals, and this will lead to the death of the fishes. Hence it is called the terror of Bengal, because it will destroy all the aquatic life. This is the brief idea I have given you about the vegetative propagation. We will study vegetative propagation in details in the next video. Find some examples for vegetative propagation. Eyes of tuber in potato, rhizome in ginger, bubid in agave, leaf buds in bryophyllum, offset in water hyacinth, runner in gladiolus, sucker in tomato, and bulb in onion. We will have a quick recap on what we have studied today. That is asexual reproduction. We have studied the definition, then the meaning of clones, that is genetically and morphologically identical individuals. Then we have studied the characteristics of asexual reproduction, then types of asexual reproduction, binary fission, budding, fragmentation, regeneration, spore formation, and vegetative propagation. So vegetative propagation we have seen only the brief idea. The details I'll make in the next video, so please stay tuned for the next video. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe my channel for the latest notification of my learning videos. Thank you.